Right, welcome back. Video 3. This video we're going to make the follower and then we're going to start the process of assembling our mechanical toy. So step 1, I'm going to create a new part studio. That's my new studio here. I'm going to right click on the tab, I'm going to choose rename and I'm going to put in the title follower. Click off the tab. Okay, this is going to take seconds to do. It's not a difficult thing to do. So again, I'm going to hide the top plane. I'm going to hide the front plane. We want to sketch on the right plane. So use my viewing cube, click on the right. Sketch. I want to choose the right plane. So from my 3 options, I'm going to left click on right. All my toolbar comes alive, my lines, my circles, shapes, everything. I'm going to choose my center point circle. I'm going to snap it to the origin because why not? I'm going to up and out and we're going to change the diameter of that circle to, we're going to be using 6 mil. That's meter. That's not right. Let's see if I can delete that. 6 millimeters. There we go. Green tick. Because we set the workspace unit to millimeters, whenever I type in a dimension, so that's I changed it to 10, I don't need to put the units in, I don't need to put the millimeters in because it's defaulting to that. That's why it's really important to check those workspace units at the start of any design that you create on Onshape. So let's double click on my 10 and change that back to 6. Don't have to put in millimeters, does it for me. Okay, yeah, you've guessed it. We need to make that into a 3D shape. So I'm going to right click. You can see I'm hovering so that the circle goes orange around the outside. Be careful you don't click on the center. It's got to be on the actual shape. Right click, extrude, and this is going to have an extrude depth of, let's go with 150. We can change that later if we need to. Again, I'm going to choose symmetric, just so half of it extrudes back, half extrudes forwards, and then I'm going to green tick it. And I'm going to change the appearance to make it look a little bit more like a piece of pine wood. So right click on my mouse, edit appearance. Here we go. It's as woody as I will get it to look. Okay. This is, I think, the more difficult part now. So I think we've created all the parts we need. We now need to assemble them. So we're going to use the assembly tab. We've used this a couple of times now. It looks similar to our part studio, but what difference is we've got these mating tools all along the top here. We're going to use a few different ones of these for our mechanical toy. So let's get cracking. Let's start. So insert, and you can see all the parts that we've now created. Right, all those parts studios are in here for us to choose. So I'm going to insert one side. So I've clicked on the sides and top. I've moved my mouse over and I'm going to click green tick. What I want to do to help me is I want to fix this in place so it can't move around. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to right click, hover over the shape, right click my mouse and choose fix. That's now fixed into place. Can't move it around. I'm gonna hide the origin just to move it out of the way. Okay. Step 2 then. Insert. I need another side piece. Bring it in. Click. Green tick. This is going to be the top piece, so I actually need to change the way it's angled. I'm going to do that by clicking with my left mouse button onto the shape, and I'm going to choose this circle with a line. I'm going to hold my mouse button down. I'm going to drag it around. You can see that it's changing the angle of it. Now I'm going to let go, and I'm actually going to type in 90 and press enter, and then I'm going to click off. So if I go to the front, you'll see what I've done. So I've now created side piece, top piece, back to isometric. Let's bring in my second side piece. So bring in my second side piece, click, green tick. This is where I need to use my fasten mate, where I want to fasten the top to the side and the side to the top. Fasten mate is this one here at the top, so I'm going to click. Remember, this can be a little bit, gotta be patient. We always want that blue line pointing away from the material. So what I've done is I've navigated myself, so I'm looking underneath the top. Imagine I'm going to put a blob of glue there, right on the corner, and I want that corner to line up with the corner here. So you can see what I've done. Blue line needs to be pointing away from the material. Solve, green tick. So there's the top of my mechanical toy. I'm going to do exactly the same over here. So fasten mate. Let's go to the underside. That corner, I want the blue line to be pointing away. So you do need to be a little bit patient with this. Be a bit fiddly. I haven't got it right yet. But that's no. There we are. Click. Does take a bit of patience. Click. Solve. Green tick. Okay. So isometric. If you're ever lost, go and click isometric. So I've got basic setup of my mechanical toy. This is where I think up to that point, I think I'm quite confident that we can do that quite easily if we think about what we did with our boxes. Okay, this is where I think it starts to get challenging. So we're going to really have our brains screwed on and our full focus and attention. Let's bring in our camshaft. So insert. Here comes the camshaft. Let's bring it and let's pop it over there. We want this to rotate, and we want it to sit in between these two holes so that it can rotate, it can spin. Those holes have a diameter of 8mm. The camshaft is a 6mm diameter piece of dowel, so it will rotate. We're going to use our revolute mate. Revolute. And we are going to choose that face, and I'm going to put it there. Now, you'll notice that it isn't actually all the way across. So what we've got is a little trick we can do. We can click offset, and I could put in, I'm going to put in 20, tab, and it moves it over slightly. If I wanted to go the other way, I could just toggle with that. Okay, I'll try and do that again. Here we go. Revolute mate. Got to choose the face, the end. With the blue line pointing away. Let's go back. Remember, if you ever get a bit lost, click on isometric, and I want it to be in that hole there. It isn't quite over far enough, so we can use the offset, and we'll go with 20 mil. Happy with that, green tick. That's what it should look like. Let's go back to isometric. There we go, got my camshaft set up. I'm going to go and bring in the handle. So we can do the handle, then we'll put the cam on, and then we'll put the follower in, and then we'll almost be done. So insert. We're going to bring our handle in, bring it over and click. Green tick. We're going to use the Revolute mate again. Actually, let's change that. I'm going to, what do I want to fix this one into there. So let's use the fasten mate. To change the view, all I'm doing is I'm holding down the right mouse button so I can get around the back here and have a look. I want to have the face there lined up with that green tick. So that's now wedged in. You imagine I've glued that in there now. So that's in my handle. It gives me something to hold on to turn. I've just noticed this handle doesn't have a hole on it. So we need to go back to our handle and we need to put a hole in the center of it. So let's do that. Sketch. On the face of that object. Center point circle. And that needs to be 6 mil. Nice tight fit. That doesn't look right because I thought that was 6 mil. Let's look at that again. Didn't change the diameter to 6 mil. Green tick. Let's hide the origin because it confused me a little bit. Right click. Extrude. Remove. Green tick. Let's go back to our assembly tool. There he is. That is there. That 2 minutes of what we just did showcases the beauty of using CAD in the design process. We made a mistake or we hadn't done something. We go back in and we can make a change and instantly everything else updates. It's so quick, so easy to edit your designs. Okay, so what we actually want is we want this handle to turn. So we're not going to use the fasten mate, we're going to use the Revolute mate. And we want to get that circle there, that hole. And where that blue line is pointing away from the material. And we're going to stick it on the end there. Solve. There's my handle. Let me see if this works. I should be able to, yep. So what I can actually do is I can left click on that circle there and I can move it with my mouse around. Or I can do what we've done before. It's a bit laggy, my computer's been a bit laggy at the moment since we're doing some update. I can do the Revolute 2, which is one we've just done. I can right click, I can animate, I can go to loop, change that to 10, press play. So there's our handle. Next we're going to bring in the cam, and I will do a separate video for that one.